Hey guys, Sue here from One A Auto, and today we have a 2011 Ford Fiesta in the shop, and I'm going to show you how to take the wiper regulator motor out. If you need any parts for your car, click on the link below and head on over to oneauto.com. Take off the plastic mounting covers to the wiper arm nuts. Set those aside. 15mm wrench. I like to hold on to the wiper arm and bring that right out. Break both of them free. They're both 15mm wrench or socket. Now to get the wiper arm off the regulator, bring the arm up. Now you have the leverage point. You can rock this back and forth and pull up at the same time. There we go. You might have to shut the hood to get the passenger because I can't bring the arm up. So you just bring the hood down and do the same thing. Now there's 6 of these clips that go straight across. And we got to remove those. I just take a flathead screwdriver or a pry bar and just bring back towards you. So up on the top here where it meets the windshield, the rubber seal that comes down, it just basically pops in there. So you just need to grab the seal itself, and it's got a little rubber hook on it. You're going to lift that up on both sides. Now you can lift your top of your cover right up. It's going to have the windshield seal. Let's see if we can get that off. There we go. For the regulator, there's 3 mounting bolts. There's one in the center and 2 on each side. The center one is a 10mm socket, and the 2 outers are an 8mm. Back that right off. Then I'm going to take an 8mm and take these off. So to take the bottom shroud off, we're going to disconnect the little clip here. Push that hose out of the way. Now there's 2 mounting bolts. Now that my wiper regulator is floating around, there's one there, 10mm head socket, and then one on the other side. So we're going to break these free. There's another mounting bolt that I just found underneath here. So we're going to loosen up, take the actual bolts for the headlamp out assembly and just slide it forward so we can get to that. So a T30 Torx bit to take the 3 mounting screws out. Remove this one plastic body clip, pull up on it, take the bottom part out. Now you grab the actual headlight assembly and slide it forward. You got a dowel pin of the plastic clip in here. There we go. Now we can access this. It's 10mm socket. I'm going to do the same thing. We did the same to the other side, and we can lift this bottom shroud out, get it right out of the way. You can grab the actual wiper regulator, slide it forward, flip it around, and you get to that electrical connector. I'll just put that right in there. Hear the click, slide that out. Take my connector and reconnect it to the wiper motor. I'm going to line up the tab, the lock tab, the tab on the motor. Squeeze it till you hear it click. Now I can place that right back down inside. There's a rubber bushing right here, and if you look back in there, there's a rubber guide, right there for the rubber bushing, right in there. So you want to make sure you place that right in that position. I can't see. There we go. Kind of guided it right there. Now we're going to install the bottom shroud. It's going to go underneath the wiper regulator and motor. That's why I didn't bolt that down yet. Get that mirror out of there. Okay. Those holes are all lined up. I'm going to go check the other side. Yep, pretty much fell right in place. Nice. There are clips underneath here. You can see them. They go right on the pinch rail. The screw right that goes on the lip underneath the headlamp. I'll put that one in first. Start that by hand. Then I'm going to go over to the other side, put this exact same one in. Then you have two on the same side, one here and one over under the wiper motor. Now we can tighten these all up. Mount the wiper regulator. The two short ones go on the outer, and the larger one goes right in the center. Eight millimeter socket. I'm going to snug up the two outer mounting bolts. And then get my 10 millimeter and put the center one in. Now we're going to put the headlamp assemblies in. And this rib right here has to go under the front bumper cover. So just like that. And make sure you put this tab in the back of the ear of the assembly right in that square hole. Line everything up. These have 3 bolts with a T30 head to them. So I'm going to put the tab right in and line up the cutout, push it down. I'm going to repeat this process on the other side to put that lamp together. Now it's time to put the vent shroud on. And just basically line it up. Let's put this hose on before we forget. And by we, I mean me. On the edges, you line that rubber piece up. It's got that tab right here that's going to fall right into there. Just push it down. Do the same to the other side. Now we're going to put in those 6 metal clips that go across. And they simply just have little teeth that grab them. So make sure your plastic's together, lined up right, and just push it on with your thumb. Now that all the shroud is together, we're going to close the hood and put the wiper arms back on. Okay, put the passenger on first. Basically, you're going to line that up. Let that fall down right where the actual nice little dirt line is. Right there. I'm going to put the nut on, the regulator. I reopened the hood to put the driver's one on. I guess if I was thinking that through, I would have put the driver's one on before I closed the hood. Make sure it's parallel with the bottom of the glass. And put the nut on. Millimeter socket or wrench. I like to grab the wiper arm and hold it flat. And you just want this to be enough tension to snug it down. The window wiper regulators are very, they can strip very easily. So don't use an air tool, and just pay a little mind to the strength that you're going to use. Now we're going to put the caps on. And close the hood, and I'm going to try it out to make sure that everything works.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1aauto.com, your place for DIY auto repairs, for great parts, great service, and more content.